Welcome to That's Good for Footy.
Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. And this is what you pray for, every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
Wow. Good evening, everyone. How are you? Wow. Huge crowd. You guys look fantastic and absolutely pumped to boot. Great to have you all here. Welcome along to the Mulgrave Country Club. Welcome along to Essendon Nights. Great to have you here. And lastly, welcome along to That's Good for Footy. These are the only live and interactive footy panel shows going around where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. These shows are for the passionate supporters. This show allows you to see the players like you've never seen them before. I'm ready, let's go. Essendon Show, July the 12th, 2023. Our first panellist, he was born on the 1st of December, 1996. He's played a total of 123 games and he's kicked a total of 109 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2015. When he plays for the Essendon Football Club, he wears the number 4 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Kyle Langford. You're all up and about.
Hey, Rob.
All right, thanks very much for coming. Thanks for coming, everyone. We'll see you again soon. Wow, that was huge. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. What a lovely rendition and what a beautiful welcome for Kyle Langford. First time on the show. Great to have you here, mate.
Thanks for having me.
This is what the shows are all about.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see so many of you guys,
Yeah.
and there's so many familiar faces. So
How
it's
good is that? I say at the top of the show, this is where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. There's a cracking example of exactly how that goes. So I'm going to get our second panellist out here, so we want to get stuck into the show. We've got a fair bit to get through tonight. Let's do it right now. Our second panellist, he was born on the 8th of September in 1996. He has played a total of 113 games and he's kicked 175 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2015, and when he plays for the Essendon Football Club, he wears the number 20 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Peter Wright. All right, enjoy. You're all fantastic, thank you. That's beautiful. Lovely rendition. Peter appreciates it, Kyle appreciates it, I certainly appreciate it. Mate, your first time on the panel as well. Is it not nice to walk out to something that's not Essendon hosted, but it's something that's different and you get that kind of reaction?
Yeah, it's great. It's obviously a great turnout tonight. As Cole said, a few familiar faces, so appreciate the turnout and looking forward to it.
Good, here we go. Let's get into it then. We want to do it in our first little segment. We're going to do a couple of little different things tonight, but we want to start off with our first one. It's a little thing we like to call past, present and future. All right? Okay, boys, we'll talk about what happened last week. A hot start the other night, boys. You got off to a flyer, 12-9 in the first half. Man, that was good. I was wondering if you were both rubbing your hands with glee, driving into Marvel, knowing you were playing under the roof.
Oh, I guess it was good to be back in conditions that we absolutely know. And I think our run home, we play a bunch of games at Marvel, so it's good. But no, it was obviously a bit of a challenge. Adelaide playing some really, really good football.
Absolutely.
But so are we. So, no, it was good. That first quarter, I think it was the highest first quarter total in a number of years. So,
absolutely.
No, it was good delivery, and I think we both liked it up there.
12-9 though. I mean, that's just brilliant in the first half of football against a team that, is vying for finals as well. Nice to get off to the cracking start that you did. I mentioned that because there was a couple of good involvements from you boys. What was it like for you coming out and getting off to the start you did?
Yeah, it was obviously a hot start. Our mids got on top. I started cramping in the third quarter because we had so much of the footy in the front half. So that's probably not a bad way to be.
Absolutely.
I know at half time, we're both very happy, feeling like we'd had plenty of opportunities and playing some good footy. So great first half. Good to hang on with the win, and they're all critical. So great 4 points to bank.
Absolutely, you weren't playing chumps. I mean, they were up for it, and they wanted to take it to you. Most notable thing from the game the other night was the clean ball use. You displayed a confident brand of football. You can see there is real belief in the club's direction. We did a show going back, I think I'll allude to it shortly, but we had Drapes and Redmond on the show, and I was alluding to the fact about what it is that Scotty's been able to bring to the table. And there's a real buy-in there now. I mean, you're seeing it for yourselves, the fans are seeing it. What is it like? Are you getting that buy-in? Give us a little bit of an example.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Scotty, he's so smart. The way he sees the game is, just incredible. And I think him being outside of the game for a couple of years, working in the AFL, he's been able to come back with, that enthusiasm to get the most out of a young group. And I guess what he does for us players, he just backs us with our strengths and tells us to go out and play football and, not worry about too much. And, if anything does go wrong, he wears it as a coach, and he's never ever blaming a certain player or the playing group. He said, no, us coaches need to get better. And something that I've enjoyed throughout the year is it's like an evolving game plan. Like it's not just, this is the way we're going to play and, hopefully that gets us to a grand final. It's it's constantly week after week tinkering little things to improve our game. And I think that's what we've seen. We play a different brand of game right now to what we did at, round one. And, at the end of the year, it's probably going to be different again.
How good's that? Ever evolving. Let's talk about it for a sec. Your defensive pressure and your marking ability in the D50 has been a real highlight. You were rebounding out of D50, then running in numbers and supporting each other. Players like Zirk Thatcher, Redmond and Laverde and Ridley all running off half-back and connecting with your mid-high forwards in Guelphy, Menzies and Snelling. Now, these are all lesser names, but everyone is playing their role, including someone who's really impressed me in Nick Martin. Now, all those names I just mentioned, they're not well-known names, but they are starting to become household names. And it's great because that connection they're getting from your half-back through to your mids and your high forwards is beautiful to watch.
Yeah, you're right. I think, all those guys are playing really consistent footy, and it's not going out there and trying to play the best game you possibly can personally. It's playing your role within the team. And when you do that, when you have enough players doing that, you get that team success, and then your performances start to matter more. If you're really playing your role each week, you might not be having 30 posies, but you have a really good 20 and run the right patterns. That means more wins for us, more spotlight on us as a group, I guess, and more notice of people playing their roles. So, those names really feels like across the board, especially games like on the weekend where we had no passengers. Everyone was really pulling their weight, and that's what all the best teams always do. They're not relying on one or two players. It takes 18 on the field or 22 and beyond that to have real success. So. Yeah, we feel like we're getting that buy-in, and there's still a lot of scope. As Carl said, we're not a finished product right now where, we know there's some deficiencies in our games and in our game and things we need to get better at. So we're looking forward to, continuing to get better into hopefully some September football.
Can I ask you, just from what you've seen from an inside point of view with Chris and what he's brought to the table, we'll discuss that a little bit later, but has he got... sorry, Brad. Jeez, sorry. Chris has brought nothing.
I wouldn't be calling Brad.
No. And by the way, he's brought nothing to the table. What he's actually, when he sat down and spoke with these individuals that I just spoke of, and said, this is the role that I want you to play, and they obviously had to have buy-in. What did you see that development in these individuals, and have you watched that over the course of the journey this year?
Yeah, I think kind of like what Pete said. From day one, Scotty said we're going to be a system-based team. We're not going to rely on individuals to get us over the line. And that includes the way we want to play. And those high half forwards, it's a bloody hard job. They run up and down the ground. A lot of the time they don't kick the goals, but they're the ones who are involved in the scoring chains. You score assists, score involvements, all that kind of stuff, the pressure. So internally it's highly valued, and those kind of edits of unrewarded running or shepherds or blocks or like we see with Guelph, like his tackling, his pressure, that gets highlighted every week in front of everyone. And externally, those fans, our fans, they would see it, but externally the media probably don't highlight as much as what they might, us kicking goals. But internally we value it because without them, we don't get the opportunity.
Great, well said. Zach Merritt has been outstanding since taking on the captaincy. He is such a leader. Amazing to watch his development over the journey. Dropped from the leadership group to now being a real impact player. His tackling pressure is at an elite level. Speaking of elite level, Darcy Parish has really found a new gear. He looks like he's really enjoying his footy. Tell us what your thoughts are on both those boys, Darcy and obviously Zach.
Yeah, both quality players. First, when you combine for 80 posies on a lazy weekend, it's you're going pretty well.
Not bad, is it?
I think Zach, since he's taken over the captaincy, I've seen his leadership and game really grow. He's really grown into that role. At the time, people were thinking who's going to be our next leader, but Zach's really taken it by the scruff of the neck, which has been great to see. I think one thing that helps is he's so bloody good that footy takes care of itself. He can focus on leading out there, and he's doing that in a really good way. Really sees the game well and can kind of adapt his game and to what we need as a group. So he's been superb, and it's great to see Darcy back and fit and healthy. I think those two boys I'll put them up against any other midfield in the comp,
sure.
and I know we'll go to work and we'll get our lick of the ice cream. So Darcy's been unbelievable. He's such a hard worker. Similar to what Kyle was saying, it's not, he gets a lot of posies, but it's more his stuff around the ball, his defensive pressure, both of them, really underrated in that aspect. So love being able to play with them and getting on the end of their work.
Love it. Well said, mate. Really well said. I'm really liking Brad Scott's game plan: defence and contest, pressure and tackle. So I'll just repeat that: defence and contest, pressure and tackle. As I said before, you're ranked either first or second in competition for rebound 50s. I've heard it said from those within the club that Brad's style of coaching is best described as giving the players a freedom-based role. Definition: it's something that allows you to explore your footy using your own attributes. Is this a true description of how you see it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think probably at the start of the year we probably saw with our team, even our forward line, it changed week in, week out. I guess Scotty's just trying to get an understanding of our squad and what our strengths actually are. But that's exactly what he says to the players, and they put players in positions that highlight their strengths.
Yeah.
So, if someone's not really defensively minded, he's not going to put him in a defensive role as such. But I think he just backs players in. He gives them confidence to go out and play their best football. And if you stuff up, he doesn't have a go at you. He doesn't highlight it. He just says, get on with it. You make mistakes.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. I think to add to that, he has a framework around how we want to play. Some actions that everyone needs to be able to really act out on the weekend. So there's that, but beyond that, it's real freedom. So, everyone has to be able to chase and pressure and things like that. But outside of that, when we have the ball, a lot is talked about, how well we move the ball. It's funny how little we work on it.
Wow.
A lot of other teams do a lot of work on it, and it can be too scripted and really stagnant ball movement. Whereas, we're just like whatever the game gives you, you make the decisions, which is Brad's coaching. You go out there and play on instinct, so that seems to work for us at the moment, and hopefully we can keep learning on how we like to play as a group.
Yeah, I actually think in pre-season, I don't think we did any offensive drills at all.
Wow.
Everything was had a defensive focus around it. So I guess as footballers and under 18 footballers, when you come in, you're not recruited on your defensive part of your game. You're recruited because you're offensive talent.
Sure.
And I guess a lot of that just comes naturally the way we play, and I guess that was his role at AFL, was looking at the talent pathways and young talent, and focus on defence and then just let offence naturally kind of go.
Mate, that's really exciting. It's great. The last Essendon show I did, which was prior to round 10, I suggested at the time that once you get some key personnel back, the outcome of the game plan would tell a different story. Leading into that round, you were missing your leading goal kicker, you, Peter, from 2022. You were also missing your leading ball getter in Darcy Parish. What a difference having both individuals back has made to the structure of the game plan. You made a real difference. You made a massive impact. You came back, your first game back, 5 goals in your first game back. It must have, Football's a team sport, but you need all the right personnel out on the track in order to not only implement game plan, but have the right structure, have the spine going. The circumstance of you coming back into the squad and then coming out and kicking 5, you've just come off your shoulder. What was your mindset? Were you feeling confident, or were you feeling a little bit of trepidation? You didn't show it, obviously, because you came out and kicked 5, but what was running through your mind?
I was really confident in the shoulder, not so much on football. You know, I felt like I'd done a lot of work and was ready to go, but there was a lot of, I guess, anxiety around playing. We talk a lot about evidence-based confidence, so we can't just manufacture confidence. It comes off outcomes, off how you're playing, and I didn't have, you know, a game of footy under my belt for almost 12 months, so I was nervous but really excited. I guess I put no expectations on myself. I did not think the outcome would be like that. I wanted to go out there and run around and get through the game and just compete. So it's funny when you do focus on just competing and playing your role that, you know, the rewards can actually come more than if you go chasing them. So it was a really fun night for myself to just be out there and playing with the group on a big stage. So I love being back out there and just grateful to the body to be healthy, I guess.
It's interesting. We did a Melbourne show last week. I had Jacob Van Rooyen on, and he's trying to find some form again, come back in and end up playing into the senior squad. Stephen May and Jake Lever went over to him going back to Anzac Day Eve. We talk about he was just about to get dragged playing Richmond MCG. The circumstance was that if he'd been dragged, he may not have ended up doing what he ended up doing. Came out, took a screamer, kicked 3 goals, adds up to 18 points. They win by 18 points. What was it that changed in your mindset? And he just said, I just was told by both the boys, relax, enjoy your football, put a smile back on your face. And that's obviously what was implemented for you. You came out. How much had you missed it during the injury? How much had you missed playing football?
Oh, a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
As soon as I did the injury 2 days before round 1. Watching round 1 was painful. So it was good to be back. Oh,
wow. That's so good. And welcome back too. And you came out and made a fair statement. Please. Well done. Fair to say you've still got a good chunk of your best 23 on the sidelines with injuries to Ridley, Stewart, Draper, Setterfield, Reid and Jones. Phillips will also spend some time on the sidelines due to suspension. The thing I take from this, though, it's all about system over personnel. And you're competing. You can see where the club is going. And as I said before, the tackling pressure is off the charts. So that system over personnel, the structure that's been given to you and been implemented by the coach and all your line coaches and the people behind the scenes, is they're giving you belief in if you follow this system and everyone has buy-in, you're going to be a bloody good football team. Is that kind of the message?
Yeah, I think if you talk about that tackle pressure, Scotty regularly says, if you don't chase, you're not playing. So it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're Peter, 2 metres tall, or whether you're Zach Merritt in the midfield. Like, if you don't chase and it's evident, you won't play. It's as simple as that.
How cool is that?
And he sticks by it. We show edits every single week of like our pressure and our chase tackles and all that kind of stuff. So no doubt, I guess the fans watching, you guys see a lot more like rundown tackles, and that's something that we actually practice, and there's a big focus around that. But in terms of that system, Phillips goes down, Drapes goes down. We have Nick Bryan ready to step up, who's just too good for VFL, and he just needs to get that confidence in AFL. But he's going to get his opportunity this week against a very good outfit in Geelong. So system over I guess personnel, and he'll come in and fill a void.
Oh, it's so exciting. You've got a lot to look forward to, Bombers fans, I swear to you. One of the key attributes of the Essendon Football Club at the moment is your tackling and defensive pressure, pushing it forward, quick hands, intercept and chaos ball. There's a lot to get excited about. That was me just following on from that. Mason and Darcy are out of contract at season's end. Let's hope that they're enjoying it as well, because what they both bring exemplifies the brand of football that the Essendon Football Club are playing. I spoke with Mason when he was on the show, as I just alluded to, from round 10. I hope he's as excited as what the fans are and what he projects. That goal, what was it, 19 seconds the other night? Zach Merritt winning it out of the centre and then handballing it over the top, and Mason running forward and kicking the goal and then doing the horns. That was brilliant. So good to see. And if he continues the kind of football he's playing, let's hope he's doing it at the Essendon Football Club. The other person I really liked and I wanted to draw attention to is Ben Hobbs. His contribution this year. He is one player that just seems to be getting better and better each week. He's great both inside and out. Tell us what it's like, and are you watching that transition with him from where he first came to the club and probably a little bit green sprout, and now he's just turning into a ball winner, and he's in, he's hard, he's under, he's brilliant. He's really good to watch.
Yeah, he's playing some really good footy at the moment. As you say, he's come a long way in the 18 months he's been at the club.
Absolutely.
Really matured as a person, as a footballer.
Yep.
I really think the best thing that happened for him was he had to really earn his spot this year. He didn't walk into our round one team. He had to play some consistent VFL footy, and I guess he's so competitive, and when you take something away from him, you make him really earn it. That's when he's coming to the team and he just doesn't want to let his position slip. So he's playing really good, consistent footy. He's an absolute bull, and probably really helpful for Nick Martin, Zach Merritt, those guys who not as contested focused, doing the work on the inside. So loving watching his footy. He's only a second-year player, so massive upside in him still. But the path he's taking, I think, is what's going to make him a more sustainable long-term footballer for us.
As Peter just alluded to, only a second-year football. How exciting is that he's got that kind of development at this age, and there's so much more room for growth?
Yeah, I feel like his first year he learnt so much, not just football, but outside of football and what it means to be a professional AFL player.
Good.
And I think a good thing for him is he learnt that all in his first year.
Yeah.
For a lot of players, it might take 3 or 4 years for that to kind of click. And I think he got a lot of lessons, both internally and externally, about just, nothing against Hobbsy. He was just an 18-year-old kid from the country coming into big-time AFL.
That's it.
He had to learn pretty quickly, and I guess that's what we've seen. He's been able to learn really quickly, put things in place, and had to really earn his spot. And now he's got some really good habits around the club and his professionalism, and we're seeing that. And that's why he's performing. It doesn't just happen. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes.
Yep. That's brilliant. I'm really excited about his the prospect and the future he's got. Massive game this Saturday, boys. Saturday night, 7:25 at GMA HBA or Alphabet Stadium. Bombers are in 5th position, coming up against the Cats, who are in 8th position. This is going to be a good measure for how good your brand and style is and how it stacks up. Both brothers going head-to-head, Chris versus Brad. I reckon this will be a cracking game. I honestly believe that. Cameron will most likely come back after suffering concussion a couple of weeks ago. I don't know the teams, but if he does, you'll need to negate both him and Hawkins, but then you'll also have to worry about Stengel and Rowan. You boys will come up against your own battles as well, with Stewart, Blixars, Radagalia, Zach Guthrie, Henry and De Koning, if he's back in the squad. So there's a fair bit to go in there, isn't there? They're a good team across the park. Where do you think this game will be won and lost, though? Please just don't say scoreboard. What do you think?
You've pretty much named their whole team. They're a very mature group, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty much their whole team from last year's premiership. So
yes.
Really good challenge for us.
Yep.
A lot of games are won and lost in the midfield, and I think this week will be, I guess, no different. It'll be a lot around how we pressure and how we can get the game on our terms.
Yeah.
They want to, energise the ball, and they're so efficient going forward. Similar to Adelaide, actually.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
Just
Good
talking about it
comparison.
now. Adelaide was so dangerous ahead of the ball. We had a big focus on making sure they weren't getting very good looks. So
Yes.
I think again this week, Hawkins, Cameron, Rowan, they can kick a big score if you let them. So it's how the ball gets down there. We want to get it going our way, but if we don't get it going our way, it needs to be messy ball for them. So
Chaos.
a lot around our midfield, and then we'll have some systems in place ahead of the ball with how we want to negate some of their interceptors. Hopefully we can kick a score if we can get the ball going our way. As we talked about, we're not really focused on how we move the ball. So we'll let that unfold, but
absolutely,
hopefully we kick a winning score.
Be nice to get off to the start that you did last week. You can carry that kind of growth and development in, and well, that'll be a nice.
Sub me off at half time then.
Yeah, how good would that be? But I think that there is the opportunity for your midfield group to shut down and not let that entry and the exit out of the centre into the entry into their forward line. You get it going the other way. There's a big chance. I think this is going to be a really good test.
Yeah, I mean, it's been touched on. We had our, opposition meeting this morning, and you kind of look at the previous games, and I think they beat North Melbourne 20-4 in centre bounces. Clearances, that is. So, obviously they're a really good team, forward, mids and backs, but yeah, if we can kind of match it and beat it in the middle and gives us a chance up forward.
Yeah.
Again, that's all we kind of ask for, just an opportunity to compete, and if we can do that, and hopefully score a few goals.
Absolutely. The ground, how do you like playing at Alphabet Stadium? What do you think of that ground?
Brad had a good point. He reckons it's, a bit of crap, really.
Nice.
He reckons it's...
there's one for the brother already.
Yeah, I had to choose my words carefully. He reckons which is probably not wrong. It's a bit overstated how different it is. We go down there and it's got goalposts at either end and a bit of grass, so we're just going to go out there and play our footy, trying to kick them on the full. A lot of teams down there do that. But just play our brand of footy. Understanding it's a little bit narrower with how we defend and attack. It's slight changes, but you're both playing on the same field, so we're looking forward to the challenge, and it's a great road trip, and if we can win, they're all crucial games, so another big one that we want to win and keep playing our brand of footy.
Absolutely. Moving further forward, round 17 through to round 24, and only seven more games of football left. I thought that'd break a few hearts.
The finals action, hopefully.
Yes, and there you go. That'll continue on forward. Obviously going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out, but I really think you've got a great chance. I'll leave you with this. Personnel doesn't always reflect success, but structure and game plan does. The two will complement each other if there's player buy-in. That's where I reckon Essendon Football Club's at the moment. I couldn't surmise it any better than that. All the best to you both. Stay fit, stay healthy, injury-free. Go Bombers. All right, that was our first little segment. That was past, present and future. We just, as I said, talk about what happened, what's going to happen and what will happen, and see where things go in the future. I want to do another little segment with you boys. It's just to get to know you a little bit better, all right, because we're going to do it in front of these people. Then we'll get to know them a little bit better when we get them up here. But we'll do it with you guys first. I'll introduce it. This segment's called What Can I Say? All right. So the questions I'm going to ask you, they can be one worders, boys, or you can elaborate further on them if you want to. Do you like running through the banners?
I've actually never really thought about this. I'll say yes. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
I like the banner. We need a banner.
Yes.
Anzac Day last year, I tripped over the banner, so that was a bad moment for myself.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But I still say keep him.
Yeah, all right. Always a little bit of trepidation around running through anything that's got sticky tape involved.
I've changed my technique now. I duck under it. So.
Nice. If it's done anything, it's taught you a lesson. There you go. The siren has gone. You're trailing by 5. You need a goal to win the game. Who do you hope has got the ball in their hands to win it for you?
Peter from about 70 in. Yeah. I'll back him in to kick a goal.
Nice.
Honestly, Kyle's probably our most reliable kick at the club.
Yeah, good. Well done. Well said. Tell me, Essendon supporters are?
Faithful.
Yeah. Good.
Enthusiastic.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I've been here for 9 years, and I think we've all been through a fair bit of shit. But
absolutely.
You guys show it week in, week out, and we absolutely love it as players.
Beautiful. There you go. He's speaking to you. That's great. Well done. Peter, Essendon supporters are?
In a word, I'd say loud.
Loud.
Yeah.
Nice.
We love it on game day.
Well done. That's how you win them over. All right, that's good. Do you prefer a day or a twilight grand final?
I'm a day game for me.
Day?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Love playing with the red footy. I think it's traditional.
Good.
Yeah, day. I think we played a fair few day games this year, and I've quite enjoyed them, to be honest. Good.
Excellent. Nice. You've been reincarnated as an animal. What sort of an animal would you hope to be?
I'll say gorilla because they are so strong.
Nice. Okay. All right. Good.
I'll just say a shark.
A shark.
Swim wherever I want. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Nice. Very good. Which of these things gets you pumped the most before a game? The smell of deep heat, fresh cut grass, pulling on the jumper, strapping on the boots, a footy in your hands, or the sound of the crowd?
Can I add another one?
Yes.
Smell of the leather, football.
Oh,
I was going to say the same thing.
Nice.
I like giving it a good sniff.
Yeah.
Especially, brand new balls. Yeah.
Wow. How cool is that? these balls.
They're synthetic.
Like these, but when that smell comes out and you just get that nice whiff. It's like who'd we have on the other week, and they said they like the smell of petrol, and I went, all right, that's different kind of scenario. Who has been your best mate at the club since arriving?
I'll probably have to say Das.
Darcy, okay.
Yeah, Das. I mean, he was drafted the year before me, but we get along pretty well, and we play a fair bit of golf together outside of football. Yeah,
he's a bloody nice boy. I like him a lot. Yes.
Yeah, haven't been there as long as Kyle. I'd say Hep. He's my locker mate.
Okay.
Get on well with Hep. And Weeds. Since Weeds come to the club, I only had 8 months with him, but he's just one of the best people you'll meet. So it's a good mate. Yeah, good. Well said, mate.
Being an AFL footballer to you is.
Well, I guess it's my life, but it's I guess it's also my job.
Yeah.
Stressful.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay, all right. Now we're talking honesty. Who's a bit tight with their money at the club?
Oh, Mason.
I like when you don't have to think and the answer just rolls straight out there.
There's been plenty of occasions where he's stolen milk or bread from the club, or like plenty of occasions.
Really?
He's even billed his housemate for taking longer showers than usual. Yeah. So he's a bit of a task.
Wow. All right, that says it all. Remind me to just be wary when I ask him back on the show. Who likes to get their rig out just a little bit too much at the club?
I'm going to say Hep.
Oh, yeah.
It's a rig.
Yeah, he's got absolute rig on him. But any chance he gets, he's just, gets it out. He's got a few little tattoos as well. So,
okay. Yeah?
I'll say Hep.
Okay.
Probably Sammy Draper as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, is it all this as well?
He'll find a reason just to be wearing his Speedos around the club a fair bit.
Mate, it's winter outside. Yeah, all right. Which AFL club do you like to beat the most?
Yeah, we have so many rivals. Like I've heard 5 different names come out then.
That's why it's
Hawthorn, North, Collingwood, Carlton.
Yeah, right. Should have asked which clubs don't you like to beat the most? Yeah, okay. Who was yours, Carl?
All of the above. I mean, any of those big games. Richmond, Collingwood, Geelong. Just love playing them, and if we can beat them, it's even better.
Can I ask you just very quickly, this is a question from my mind right now, what's your favourite probably game that you do play? You're coming up against Geelong, that's going to be great. You've done the line in the sand with Hawthorn, Anzac Day against Collingwood, arch rivals with Carlton. Is there a game that you really look forward to?
I think personally for me it's Anzac Day, and it's not just because it's against Collingwood, it's just the meaning of Anzac Day. So that's for me.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel the most, privileged to play footy on Anzac Day.
Yep.
That pre-game ceremonies.
Yep.
I grew up as a kid watching them, so to be part of them is amazing.
Good. Well said, mate, well said. You've been given the opportunity to do one of only the following things. Parachute out of a plane, take a hot lap in a V8 supercar, go hot air ballooning or swim with the sharks. Which one are you choosing, one or none?
No, I was the hot lap, 100%,
hot lap?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared of heights. The hot lap sounds good to me.
Wow, did you hear that? 2 metre Peter's scared of heights. You're going to love that. I love that. Don't look down. Oh, that's beautiful. Hey, what's your favourite ground to play on around Australia and why?
Look, the obvious one's MCG, so I'll take that out of the equation. For me, it's Adelaide Oval.
Okay, yeah, good.
I love playing at Marvel. It's always dry, always fast.
Nice, very good. Playing for the Essendon Football Club is?
The best, yeah.
The best. The best, yeah, I'll top that. All right, there you go. Who, in your opinion, is someone we should watch out for, and who has impressed you the most down at the club? Can't say Ben Hobbs, I've just mentioned him, but who would you suggest?
I'll get him first. For me, it's probably Elijah Sardis. So I think he's probably a chance to play definitely in the first few rounds before he did his MCL or PCL. But I just think he's going to be an awesome player for us in the future.
That's great.
We'll probably see him come on to a wing or half forward, hopefully this year.
Wow.
But he's definitely knocking on the door.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Elijah's quality. I'd say Zach Reid. He's had a bad run.
Yes.
But if he gets healthy, he'll be a very, very good footballer. I'm really excited.
You know what that just says to me straight away? Depth. That's great to know that you've got that kind of depth still coming through with what you've already got. And you mentioned the lesser names before, and we're talking about other individuals. What's better, mark or goal of the year?
I feel like mark of the year. Like goal of the year, I think you can pull it out of your ass a little bit. Some of them. But yeah, I think mark of the year is just
It's something else.
Something else.
You can't. The photo. If you took mark of the year, that photo, I'd keep that. I'd put that everywhere. So yeah, I'll take it.
Nice. Yeah, well said. Who thinks they are the best dresser down at the club? Who just turns up and's just got swagger?
Probably Hindy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Hindy.
Wow.
He's a big fan of I guess shoes. So just about every time he's got a new pair of shoes on or something or other.
Okay. Yep.
Worst dressed Kane Baldwin, I'd say.
Oh, wow. Okay, all right. Essendon Football Club at the end of the home and away season this year will finish?
I'm going to say fourth, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, first. I think honestly the way Brad talked about the other day, it's so even. If you finish in the top 8, you're a genuine chance.
Yeah.
So anywhere in top 8 is
Good
good for me.
stat. Well said. You're a contestant on a reality TV show. What sort of a show is it?
I actually had this conversation last night. I was with David Zaharakis having dinner, who
Okay.
of course was on Survivor.
That's right. Yeah.
So I guess Survivor would be pretty cool, but I think what's that other one? Amazing Race. I reckon I'd love to do that, travel and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I'd probably go on the block.
Oh, right. Fancy
I'll
yourself.
build a house. I'm
Yeah.
no good, but I'll try.
Good. Don't mind yourself on the tools?
I'm useless, but I'll tell someone else to do it. That's
Yeah, okay. Nice. All right, nice. You find a car park in a shopping centre. Do you drive straight in or reverse in?
Reverse.
Yeah, back it in every time.
Nice. Quick getaway too, boys. I like that. Do you prefer to see the coach on the bench or in the box?
In the box, I don't have to stare at him when I come on, do something bad on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, I spend too much time in the coach's box, but it's better when he's up there. I think it's better when he has time to filter down his message to the players.
Bit of Chinese whispers is getting lost in translation by the time it gets there. Question for each of you. Please describe in one word what you think best describes each other.
For Pete, it's professional. Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, good.
Class.
Oh, nice. Professional and class. Very good. Great answers, boys. They're holding hands under the table. This is fantastic. No, keep it cool, keep it cool. Love and marriage. Describe each other's sense of humour for me. Describe each other's sense of humour for me.
How do you even describe a sense of humour? I don't even know.
He's witty. He finds like people fall over down steps. He laughs. It's like, is he
Pete's not
dry?
He's not clumsy, so he's definitely not one of those kind of guys.
Yeah.
Which a lot of the boys at the footy club are. They're just clumsy idiots.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sophisticated humour.
He's quite witty, actually.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Witty and sophisticated.
I'm still not holding hands, though.
Yeah. What's been the stupidest thing you've ever been asked to sign?
I got asked to sign a baby once. That's probably like an arm on
Really?
a baby, yeah, which was just
Yeah.
No, I didn't do it. I took a photo of the baby, but yeah, I didn't sign it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The other day I had someone's croc and then he come back 5 minutes later with his other croc.
Wow. I can say something about Croc. Write your own headlines for your greatest day.
Greatest day.
Write your own headlines for your greatest day.
Wins Brownlow. That'd be cool.
Oh, love it. That's good. Yeah.
Coleman medal winner kicks winner on grand final day.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
He gets traded.
I'm stealing his answer. I like that. That was good. Well said. Who's been your toughest opponent to match up on your career to date?
I had like when I was early days,
Yeah.
playing against Sydney were really tough.
Okay.
Like Dane Rampy, Heath Grundy.
Oh, yeah.
Really challenging. Like just the whole defence was hard. Last couple of years, Alex Pearce for Freo.
Okay.
Really
Yeah,
good
right.
matchup. With strong, physical.
Yep.
Very dour. Just follows you everywhere.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just thinking back when I first started playing, I remember I got an absolute bath from Easton Wood when he was at the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
I reckon he would have taken maybe 10 intercept marks and I
Wow.
wouldn't have got a touch, so I'll
Yeah.
probably say Easton Wood.
Yeah, good answers, boys. I like it. If you were to appear on a talent show, what would your talent be?
No talent?
Height.
Height, yeah. Nice. Yeah. All right, good. What do you think when you see a poster or merchandise of yourself?
Yeah, baby.
Well, what do you say? I guess you kind of look at it and say, oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
I hate seeing my face anywhere, so
Yeah.
I
All right.
don't like it.
Okay. Is there a smell or aroma that you simply can't resist or walk past?
Smell of leather.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you said before, freshly mown grass. That is
Yep.
really nice.
Yeah, good. A couple of last questions for you. What is your reaction when you see a kid with your number on their back?
Oh, smile. Yeah.
Wow.
But then I'm also like, it's probably for Joe Watson. It's probably not me, so.
Okay.
I love it. It's just,
Yeah.
you take it for granted sometimes, but then when you see a kid with number 20, I'm just blown away.
That's
I love
brilliant. Excellent. Well said. Here's your last one. On the count of three, don't look at each other, but give me your answer at the same time. Look out into the audience. Which club has the most feral supporters? 1, 2, 3.
it.
Freo.
Geelong.
Freo and Geelong, there you go. Put your hands together for the boys, please. What's going to happen here, boys? I'm going to ask you a series of questions about the Essendon Football Club. Scotty, you've seen how it works before.
Yes.
When you think you know the answer, you're going to use your microphone as your buzzer, and your buzzer will be your name. So, Scotty, can you test your buzzer?
Scotty the Hottie.
Oh, Scotty the Hottie. Wow. All right. Off to a flying start. Shane, could you test yours?
Shane the Pain.
Oh, all right. All right. Shane the Pain and Scotty the Hottie. I like it. So I'll introduce the segment, boys. We'll see how we go. The segment is called Simply the Best. All right. Here we go, boys. Here comes your first question. Get ready. How many premierships has the Essendon Football Club won?
Shane.
Shane.
16.
Well done. Off the mark. Nice and confident. All right, here we go. How many grand finals has your team played in?
Scotty the Hottie.
Scotty.
Oh, goodness me. 13?
13. No. Shane, still the points.
27.
Very close, mate. It was 30. Bad luck. Not bad, though. All right. Who is your team's captain?
Scotty the Hottie.
Scotty the Hottie.
Zach Melitz.
There you go. Well done. Beautiful. Who wears the number 6 at your club?
Zach. Scotty the Hottie.
Yes, Scotty the Hottie.
Colwell.
Yes, Jai Caldwell. Well done. Doing well. Closest to within 1,000. All right, boys. How many members does your club currently have?
Scotty
Shane.
the Hottie.
Oh, Scotty.
71,000?
No. Shane.
Say 91.
No. 78,531. No points there, boys. Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season last year?
Shane.
Shane.
14th.
No. Scotty.
13th?
No. In between. 15th. Well, sort of in between.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
15th. How many games did your team win last year at the end of the home and away season?
Scotty the Hottie.
Yes, Scotty?
8?
No. Shane?
6.
7. Bad luck, boys. No points there again. What year did your team last win a grand final?
Shane.
Scotty the Hottie.
Oh, Shane.
2000.
And who did they play?
Melbourne.
Well done. 1 point. 1 point. Yep. How many points did you win that grand final by?
Scotty the Hottie.
Shane.
63.
No. Scotty?
68.
No, you should have stopped on 60. That's what it was, 60
yes,
points.
that's right,
No points there. 2 versus 2. Riveting, isn't it, everyone? All right, here we go. Who was the Norm Smith medalist in that grand final?
Shane.
Shane.
James Hurd.
Yes, it was. Very good. That's 3. Perfect. This is for 2 points, okay? Who was your club's leading goal kicker in 2022 and how many goals did they kick?
Scotty the Hottie.
Shane.
Peter Wright.
Yeah, Peter Wright. And how many goals?
55.
No. You've got 1 point though. Scotty, do you want to steal the points?
Was it 60?
No, it was 53. Bad luck. So 1 point you get there. This is for 3 points. Player, year and votes. All right? Topical, this one. Who was the last Essendon player to win a Brownlow medal? What year and how many votes did they poll?
Scotty the Hottie.
Shane.
Joe Watson.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Keep going. Joe Watson. What year?
No, I don't know what year.
No good. And how many votes?
29.
Close. No. Scotty. Joe Watson we're taking. Year and votes.
2012.
Yes. 1 point. And votes.
23.
No. It was 30.
Oh, that was way off.
And for those of you playing at home, James Hurd, 1996, 21 votes. All right, but it wasn't. It was Joe Watson, all right, okay. Who has captained the Essendon Football Club the most out of these 3 players? Wait until I give you all 3. Was it A, Dyson Heppel? Was it B, Joe Watson? Or was it C, James Hurd?
Scotty the Hottie.
Oh, Scotty.
Joe Watson.
James Watson.
Joe Watson.
Watson. Going 50-50, eh? You're going Watson?
Yes.
That's wrong.
Hurd.
Hurd it is. Total score of 6 versus 3. You are our winner. You are simply the best, Shane. Well done, champ. Stay right there. Simply the best. You can shake the boys' hands if you want. Simply the Best was proudly brought to you by Yamaha and the Big Picture people. They are the experts in home theatre technology. The Big Picture people are located in Hoppers Crossing, Clyde North, South Morang, Cheltenham, Water Gardens and the Gold Coast. Shane the Pain, you are no longer the pain. That's yours, mate. You've won yourself. That's good footy football. Scotty, you don't go empty-handed. There's yours. Well done, boys. Thanks, guys. All right. Marcus is dancing and singing. It's going off up here.
Do we buzz in?
Yeah, well, you can, yes. You can actually go Kyle or Peter.
2 later.
Yeah,
later.
all right, so you've got it. Here comes your first question, boys. I was recently sacked by the club after 6 years of being coach. Who am I?
2 later.
Stuart Dew. Well done, correct. 1 point. All right. So just to elaborate, this is about the season thus far. So
Yep.
the questions will be about what's happened so far in
I
2023.
thought it was going to be maths or something.
Yeah, no, won't do that to you. I've kicked a contender for goal of the year in my first year of playing for the club. I'm also a father-son for the Brisbane Lions. Who am I?
2 later. Will Ashcroft.
Will Ashcroft, well done. Now on 2. Here we go. Question number 3. I decided to take a break from coaching from the 18th of May, 2023.
2 later.
Who am I?
Clarko.
Yeah, Clarko it is. All right, there you go. Jacob. No. Yeah. Nice try. It was good. I like it though. All right. I am the leading Coleman medalist after round 17. Who am I?
Cameron.
Oh, no.
No,
Yes.
Cameron and Kerno.
Yes, well done. There's 2 of them. It's a trick question, but you got it. There's the points. Jacob, yes. Jacob's off the mark, everyone. All right, well done. All right. Yeah, that's good. So here we go. I retired from football after playing 134 games of football for the Richmond Football Club. Who am I?
2 later.
Lambert.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, Jason Castagna?
Yes, there it is. Jason Castagna. It wasn't Lambert. Yeah, Jason Castagna. Yeah. All right. I coached my club to 3 premierships, but decided to resign my position as coach on May the
Kyle.
12th. Yes.
Yeah, Hardwick.
Damien Hardwick is correct. Well done. 2 versus 5. All right, here we go, boys. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty of it all. Our club has had 4 wins this year. Who are we?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Come on. 3, 2, 1.
Gold Coast.
No. Pete.
Hawthorn.
Yes, it is Hawthorn. Well done. All right. Okay. I've recently chalked up the most disposals of any player in the VFL.
Kyle.
Yes, Kyle.
Pendlebury.
Pendlebury it is. Well done. 3 versus... I think you're just turning them over for fun, aren't you? Well done. All right. I recently surpassed the game's record for most games by an Irishman. Who am I?
Kyle. Tui.
Tui, Zach Tui. All right. 4 versus 6. I don't know how, because I've only got 10 questions, so I don't know if I've already got 10. Here we go. Here's your last question, because it could be a draw. I'm currently ranked number 1 for disposals in the league for 2023. Who am I?
2 metre. Nick Dacos.
Nick Dacos is correct. You are a winner. Well done, boys. Congratulations, you've won. But what... Yeah, here it comes. You've both got 1 each.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Beautiful. Congratulations, boys. I just want to tell you very quickly, we've got a couple of shows lined up. I can't tell you about the ones that I haven't locked away yet, but they'll be locked away very shortly. But next week on the show, you'll like this, boys. Next week, July the 19th, we're heading to the Italian Sports Club in Werribee. We've got a Geelong show, all right, with Mitch Duncan and Gary Rowan. With any luck, we'll be talking about the loss that they just incurred, all right? And I've got some other shows that'll be going up in the next 24 to 48 hours. Keep your eyes out, all right? Remember, when you're purchasing your tickets, only purchase them through the That's Good Footy website, www.that'sgoodfooty.com.au/events/, all right? Or follow the posts in the That's Good Footy Facebook page links. I just need you now just to acknowledge a couple of things. First of all, thank you to all of you. You've been absolutely wonderful. Really good crowd, really good crowd. Appreciate everyone coming out, showing your support, not just for the show, but also for the boys. I'm glad that you all got to meet and greet with them, get photos, get autographs, because that's what it's all about. Whilst you're feeling in that really, lovely mood, please thank Sam, my sound guy, and the lovely Sandy. Thank you to Sandy. She looks after the floor, she does the doors, she does everything, she's fantastic. And while you're now feeling like in 100%, yeah, let's get together, can you please put your hands together for Peter Wright and Kyle Langford? How good have these guys been tonight? Fantastic, I've absolutely loved it. Boys, could you please pick up your microphones, give us a little bit of insight. First time on the show, I don't know what you expected, right? We had a chat out the back and you both looked at me like, who the hell is this guy? But you've come out, you've performed just above and beyond. You've been candid, you've been gracious, you've been great ambassadors of the club. I've really enjoyed having you both on the show. Could we get you back again, do you reckon?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, sign us up for a few more, definitely.
Yeah, good. And have you enjoyed yourselves tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, your hosting makes it quite easy for us. But, of course, you guys have been awesome tonight, so thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, good. All I need to do is just say a couple of things. Good luck on the weekend, all right? Don't worry about that. What do they call that weird old ground down there at the Alphabet Stadium? Go out there, give them hell, have the best time, enjoy your football. That's all I really need to say on that, but good luck with it all. This has been the That's Good for Footy panel show. My name is Damien. Thank you for coming along, everyone. We'll see you all again real soon. Cheers and good night. Thank you, everyone. Bye.